What's up, guys? Brad here. So, today I want to talk about 10 stocks to buy during a recession. Here we are in 2020. If we continue the stock market crash that started back in March, these are 10 companies that I would love to own. Now, there's two kind of frameworks to think about how to compound your wealth over time. One is to buy cheap businesses, right? So, say you can get a business at 50% off, and maybe you wait a couple of years until it's priced at fair value, and then you get out. And you kind of have to rinse and repeat that every couple of years in order to make that strategy work. Another approach, which is something that Warren Buffett picked up from Charlie Munger, is to buy a great business at a fair price and just leave it alone. Let that great business compound your money for you while you do nothing. Okay. So you buy in, let the great business do the work. All right. Now, here's a list of 10 great businesses. Now, probably none of you would argue with me that these are 10 great businesses. The issue with great businesses is they're usually priced in a way that everyone knows that they're great businesses. Okay. And if you pay too much for a business, even if it's great, it's going to be really hard to get a decent investment return on that business. You can see here, I've got a value. This is my estimate of intrinsic value for each of these businesses, what I think a share of stock is worth based on what the business is doing, the business results, okay, the operating performance of the business. So you can see value. This is what I think each share is worth: Facebook, Google, American Express, Visa, Apple, MasterCard, Microsoft, Moody's, Amazon, and Costco. Okay. Now, this is what a share of stock was trading for on Friday. Okay. I'm making this on Sunday, so 2 days ago. What a share was trading at. Now, this is what the discount is in terms of price versus the value. All right. Facebook is the only one that's currently selling at a discount from what I estimate is the intrinsic value. And then you've got buy price. So this is where I basically took 2/3 of the value, and that's kind of where I like to get in. Some of you guys are looking at these great businesses and thinking, well, these are such good businesses, you can get in at a fair price and still do very well. And that's true. Of course, Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful. So if we do in fact enter, a stock market crash sometime, in 2020, that's the time when we can be greedy and still get away with that. And so I would really like to pick these businesses up at 2/3 of value. Okay. Now, some of these earlier this year, Facebook actually got below 2/3 of value in March. It got down to 146. So that's amazing. If it gets back down below 153, I'm definitely going to start buying into Facebook. You see, that was the only one that got below 2/3 of value in the first quarter of 2020. But a number of these got below value. So Google back in March hit 1054. That's significantly below what I have the value at. American Express basically hit value. Visa dipped below intrinsic value. And then Apple also dipped a little bit below intrinsic value. When you get down here, these guys didn't quite get to value. But, having a table like this for yourself, having a sense of what these shares of great businesses are worth is super helpful when, we enter into a situation where the stock market starts dropping very quickly. It helps to know, what you're willing to pay for a business. So when those fast changes happen, when the stock market drops really quickly, we've already done the work. We know, at what price these businesses are attractive to us, and we don't have to do. We can make quick decisions when the market turns quickly. So yeah, I think these are 10 great stocks to be watching, to consider buying if we do enter a stock market crash, if we continue that crash that started in March. With the unemployment numbers that are coming out, there's a lot of people who are talking about, well, the economy right now, it seems so detached from what's happening in the stock market. I share that viewpoint. Um, but nobody knows what's going to happen next in the stock market, and it's important to be prepared for anything that's going to happen. And if it does continue dropping, it's very valuable to have a spreadsheet like this, a list of companies, that you'd love to own, and at what price you'd love to own them. So, this is my list, guys. Um, Definitely, if any of these share prices get down to my buy price, I'll definitely be making a video about that, letting you guys know which stocks I'm piling into at that point. Um, but these are the great businesses I'd love to own. I'm curious to hear from you if you have great businesses that you love to own that aren't on this list. And if you have dramatically different buy prices for whatever reason than what I've listed here, I'd love to hear from you about why those are different. Or if you'd like me to just do a deeper dive on any of these companies in particular, to explain how I arrived at this value. So let me know, guys. It's fun making videos like this. I'm excited to see what happens next in the stock market. If we don't get a correction, then I'm just gonna have to keep hunting for opportunities where I can pay 50 cents today for a dollar in 2 or 3 years. That's kind of my typical approach of hunting for companies that are discounted. Not necessarily great businesses, but companies that the market isn't pricing quite right in terms of how I think they should be priced for whatever reason. So that's all I got, guys. Let me know. Let me know what's on your hot list. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.